All right, what I wanted to do also was, instead of just, since like I said, I personally don't read. I don't read books a lot. I read comics plenty.
Yeah.
It's got pictures.
It's pictures.
I can, look, that's what's happening. My imagination is not...
Kapow!
Yeah, my imagination is not my strong suit. I'm more analytical and numbers. So pictures help.
Gotcha.
I wanted to do kind of most accurate, which for me, of course, my most accurate one is going to be, and it's a graphic novel.
And we tried really hard not to include...
Yeah, our top 5 movies based on books don't actually include comics.
Yeah, because that would just be... Our list would be very long.
Yeah. So, my most accurate, which the film is a lot like the book, I had to fight between 2 of them. And, of course, mine are both graphic novels, which... If you don't know the difference, a graphic novel is a much longer and more in-depth version of a comic.
Yeah.
It's got the pictures, but like the one I picked, it actually has sections that are just words. Like you read for a couple pages, and then it does a comic.
Yeah.
So mine was a film called Watchmen.
Fantastic movie.
And except for the ending, where, of course, that one would have been harder to do, they changed the ending, and that is it, though. It's frame for frame, just like the comic.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever read Watchmen or watched the movie, which... A lot of people didn't even see the movie.
It's really good.
It's
you should
identical
definitely
to it.
check that movie out.
Which that's what hurt it. A lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, it's I don't get it," because they didn't read it.
Yeah.
And if you read it, it's amazing.
I never read it, but I still love the movie.
Yeah, if you've never read it, you actually need to read it. It's so good.
How's the ending different?
The ending, you know how they send, it's like a nuclear warhead?
Yeah.
Well, instead, they send a giant squid, which you don't actually see, you just see it on the monitors.
Oh, okay.
And they even still did a nod to it in the
Yeah.
movie, because the screens say, like, Squid Project or something.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's a high, like, S period Q, so it's supposed to be abbreviated, but it's
Gotcha.
Squid.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people got that, but it takes place in, like, a whole different timeline.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like
Because Nixon got reelected for 4 terms.
Yeah, it's in the...
We're going to war with Russia. A lot of stuff's going on, and there are heroes. There's one actual superhero, Mr. Dr. Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
So I recommend that movie. I love it.
It's really good. It is a really good movie. It is
I love
definitely a dark comic.
Oh, yes.
Whatever that term's
It's
called.
like a gritty, dark.
It's good though. Man,
Yeah.
it's a good movie. I want to watch it now.
It's one of those.
I can't believe I don't have it.
It's a dark movie in just the sense of
What they touch on.
yeah. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you do get to see a blue penis.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Couple times.
You'll get, if you watch the movie, you'll get that.
Yeah.
And yep, that's in the comics too. So
Yeah,
that was an adult, more adult comic because
graphic
they
novels
murder
are
people.
are more for adults.
Yeah, like V
it's-
for Vendetta, all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
you didn't put that one on the list.
Well, that would have just been. I would have only went for that for accurate
Oh, okay.
because that's a graphic novel.
Yeah.
So I was trying to steer clear of those.
Gotcha. My recommendation is a little bit more
Recommendation.
or my most accurate book is actually a very dear and close to my heart. I am a Harry Potter nerd. I remember Harry Potter. I read it from when I was little, as in like the movies weren't even out yet, and I had to wait every year to get the book when it came out. And
So you were that kid.
I was that kid.
I worked with a couple of those kids, but
Yeah, well,
wasn't me.
You know, that was me. Anyway, so Harry Potter is number 1 on my list. Number 1 on.
Number 1 on your list, number 1 in your heart.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Hogwarts for life.
Slytherin mother.
I'm a member of Pottermore. I mean, it's
What is that?
It's like this online like website. It's like Facebook for Harry Potter fans.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't go to it like it's not like
Wow.
major, but I've like partaken in some of the things. But
That's fun.
yeah.
I did not know that. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, it's written. Like it's sponsored by the
Universal.
J.R. Tolkien. J.R. Tolkien.
J.R.
Oh my
Tolkien.
God!
J.R.
I read Lord of the Rings on the list, and
That was so loud.
oh God, what is it?
J.R.R. Tolkien? But you're thinking of J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. I mean,
He's such a Potter fan.
I am. Oh God. It's kind of like the 9/11 thing again. I feel like that's the same to me.
Oh, 9/11 is just like Harry Potter.
Getting the dates mixed up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's 9/11 is just like Harry Potter. That's
Yeah,
what it
moving on. Harry Potter is my most accurate movie. It's also number 1 on my list.
Okay, so all right, what we decided we were going to do is we kind of made a list of some that we're going to choose from, just so we wouldn't have to try to sit here and think about them in silence,
mumble around.
But we were going to go through our top 5, like pretty much list them live. We're going to pick our top 5 while we're recording.
Yep.
We have not pre-picked any of these, so that's what we're going to do. Well, why don't we start with 5, Josh? We know you're number 1.
Okay, number 5.
See, we've got a list it's got a lot of strong ones on it. Whereas this, like, one of them on the list is I just wrote Stephen King movies because all of them, there's a lot of them.
There's a ton of them.
And a lot of them are good.
Yeah.
Because you have, like, Misery, Shawshank Redemption, all those.
Yeah. Mist.
The Mist. I love The Mist.
Yeah, Mist is
Thomas Jane is so good in that. That's such a sad ending.
Yeah, one of those like iconic, like, crappy
endings.
endings.
Depressing. What?
I'm gonna probably say my number 5, just because I'm trying to in my head have 4 more. I'm gonna probably go like with a new one that I just recently saw is Gone Girl.
Okay.
So
Josh's number 5 is going to be Gone Girl, starring Ben Affleck, and is it Rosamund Pike? Is that her name?
Yes.
Okay. I always get that wrong.
Crazy bitch.
That was such a good movie, though.
That's so good.
And have you read it, though?
I haven't read the book.
I haven't either.
But I didn't even know it was a book, but I know it is a book after seeing the movie.
Yeah.
So.
And there's another one coming out by the same author this year.
Yep.
We talked about last week. Dark Places.
Dark Places, yeah. With the counter... No.
Not Keanu Reeves.
That's not Knock.
That's not Knock. Yeah.
Woo!
I told you. Because I talked about that 1 week.
You made me watch the trailer.
Well, I talked about it 1 week and told you I was going to make you watch it and forgot.
Oh, snap.
There's a movie coming out called Knock Knock.
Is that the one with Gone Girl? Is it called The Gift?
What? She's not in that. The Gift is Jason Bateman.
That's right. That looks like a good one,
That's a good one, too. And the guy from Warrior, I always forget his name.
Yeah, I can't.
And I see it every time I go to the movies because they have to stand up with it. And his face is the one that you look at. So I forget it every time.
I know his name is Walter in the movie.
Oh, well,
I don't know what his name in real life is.
This is not Walter White. Hey. Oh, speaking of which, Walter White's going to make a cameo, or possibly make an appearance in Better Call Saul season 2 or 3. They've said.
Did you like that show?
Yeah.
I never.
Well, see, I've watched like the first 6 episodes, and just it was a matter of since I can't watch it on anything but the TV.
Yeah.
And I'll try to watch it when I play Xbox.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
So that kind of hurts my watching experience.
Yeah.
For number 5, I mean, it's a hard one for me just because some of these on here I love. And I think for number 5, I'm going to go with No Country for Old Men, which starred Tommy Lee Jones. God, who were they? Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem, and Josh Brolin.
Yep.
Brolin. Josh Fight.
Or Tommy Lee Jones Jr.
What?
He
is, yeah.
He does look just like Tommy Lee Jones Jr. Sounds like him. Even got to play a role where he was Tommy Lee Jones Jr.
Yeah, and so that's what I just thought about too whenever you said that. So, all right, Josh, what about number 4 for you?
Number 4, I'm going to go with a kids movie, How to Train Your Dragon. I love those movies, and they're based on books.
Have you ever read any of them?
Yes.
Are they, like, picture books, like something my daughter would like?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
She loves those movies.
Yeah, well, there's actually more. There's a whole lot of them, and then they came out with, like, a guide.
Well, they have all those little, well, have you seen where they made the...
TV show?
No, there's all the different movies that are smaller. That's not the main ones.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's similar to like the books are.
Yeah. Well, the novel, it actually, I guess it would be considered like a book. It's more like a bedtime book.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm assuming that's the original. They didn't make it before the movies came out. But
just to do.
Yeah. So, well, I'm assuming that it's
okay. God, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to think.
It's hard.
It is.
You're thinking the whole... I'm not really listening to you now. I'm thinking about my next one.
Because I know what my number 1 and 2 are going to be.
I know what your number 1's going to be.
I think you do too. it's see, I've got 1, 2... I want Harry Potter on my list because I love Harry Potter.
I wonder if The Matrix is a book.
I don't think it is. Because I think that was the big deal. It's pretty original.
Is it original?
Watanabe brothers.
Like based loosely on a book. I don't know. We had to do some...
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't showing up on any of the research I did.
Oh, okay.
No. Never once.
Those are so good.
Yeah.
I gotta get my
See,
wife to
I
watch
want
those.
Harry Potter on my list.
Next week we should do movies we want our wives to
see-
watch that they refuse to watch.
Well, my number one's gonna be 7 because my wife won't watch 7. She's so afraid.
It's not really that.
Oh, and
scary.
I just bought it.
Yeah.
Just for the. I'm just gonna make her
Yeah.
one day. Just like
You're just gonna
watch it.
subliminal, just like be playing it like in the background.
Oh,
all
I
the
did
times.
get her to start watching Daredevil.
The series.
Yes.
On Netflix.
No, the crappy Ben Affleck movie.
I didn't know. You never
Yeah,
know.
that's what I did. I was like, listen, babe, there's a shit movie I want you to watch. So bad. Well,
It's so bad it's
watch
funny.
it.
It's so bad it's funny. I'm still gonna buy that set at work. I still got it hid.
see, I want Harry Potter on there, but I addressed the fact that Harry Potter's a great series.
Yeah.
But I don't want to waste one of those spots on Harry Potter because I addressed the fact it's a great series. I'll give it that. But there were so many of them.
Well,
Yep.
there's that many books.
I know. No, there's not. There's one less.
It's true. It's true. They are coming out with another one.
Yes, Harry Potter and the something child, the cursed child or something like that.
No, it's not.
No, it was something and cursed child.
Oh, they're coming out with monsters and.
Oh,
where
that's
to find
well,
them.
that yeah. But no, J.K. Rowling announced there's gonna be another Harry Potter and the cursed child or something.
Oh, well, good.
That's a thing. I didn't.
I'm
Oh,
gonna have to
you're
look-
such a
I'm gonna
Harry
have to-
Potter
I'm gonna have
fan.
to look at my Pottermore and find that out.
God. I know more Harry Potter already. Suck it. See, I just. All right, I'll give number 4 to Harry Potter.
Low. It's low, man.
Well, you'll see why.
I know.
You'll see why whenever I show you my next one. So number 4 for me is Harry Potter. All right, Josh, number 3.
3, I'm gonna go with Maze Runner series.
Okay, which I've still never even
yeah.
seen.
Up to date. Saw the first one in theaters. Never read the books, and it was one of those that I was like, oh, that's I like the concept of this. So I went out and actually got the rest of the series and finished them. There's 4 books. Maze Runner Scorch Trials, which actually I just saw a trailer for recently. I can't remember if I saw it at the theaters or was it during Jurassic? I think it was during
For what?
Jurassic Park. The Maze Runner
Yeah, that was
Scorch
Jurassic
Trials.
Park.
Was it
I
Jurassic
think
Park?
so.
I think it was. Which looks really good. And then the third one is the Death Cure. Maze Runner Death Cure. I think
Yeah,
that's
see,
what it's
I've never
called.
even heard of them.
So, but they're good.
But that's like, did you ever see any of the Divergent series?
Mm-mm.
I've
Nope.
never read them.
That's another one we could put on.
Well, we
there.
didn't because
haven't
I
read-
knew we
yeah.
weren't. I knew it wasn't
Yeah.
going on our list.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen both the movies.
I still haven't even seen them because my wife watched the first one and told me you're not gonna like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Second one, I didn't like the second one as much.
See,
She like pouts the whole time.
and that'll just
Like,
make me mad.
No, she's just like this is like a moody girl. Like this, it's all she is. She's like a pouty girl. the
Yeah,
whole
that'll
time.
just make me mad.
Yeah.
You know that's why I hated Carl from The Walking Dead newest season. God. But alright, so your number 3 is gonna be the Maze Runner. I guess series we'll say. My number 3, and this is why I was saying I'll give 4 to Harry Potter, because number 3 for me is gonna be Jurassic Park.
Yep.
I love just that entire series. Did I spell it wrong? No. So number 3 is Jurassic Park.
I wonder if Jurassic World is that a book or did they?
No, I think
adapt
the
it?
first one is the only book.
I think the Lost World was a book.
I don't think it was.
You don't think? Oh, okay.
I think just
maybe,
the first
maybe
one.
that's why the first one is so much better than all of them.
Well, and that was the thing I just read too. Was all these kind of loose reboots
Mhm.
or soft reboots is what they're called, where they address the first one happening but
Mhm.
skip over the crap stuff
Yeah.
and address back to the new one.
Yeah.
Which is what the Terminator's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
They call it a soft reboot because it kind of addresses the good ones and
Mhm.
skips over the crap one.
Good.
The
Maybe
3 and 4.
maybe they'll do that with every other bad movie we
Well,
reviewed.
That's why I was just. So I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park because I
Jurassic
love
Park.
the first one so much,
Yeah.
and I've actually wanted. I've that's one of the few books I want to read. I just doubt I will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could do an audiobook.
There you go.
Oh,
Best of both worlds.
there we go. Well, because apparently the guy who trains the raptors in that one, or he doesn't train them, the raptor guy in that,
Yeah.
the clever girl,
Yeah.
that guy shoots a T-Rex with a rocket launcher in the book.
What? Why did they put that? In
I don't
the
know.
movie?
Well, apparently he lives too. That's why I was like, I want to see that.
Do we see him get eaten?
No, he doesn't. No. Well, yeah, because the raptor jumps on him and is sitting there gnawing.
That's true.
And the snake crawls by the other raptor's head.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Man.
I just rewatched it. I love those movies. I love that one.
Yeah.
The second one's okay. Third one, Fourth one, awesome.
Yeah. First one's good. Second one's okay. Third one's not great.
Yeah.
The little kid.
The sequel-saurus.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
So, alright, that's my number 3. Josh, number 2.
Number 2
getting up there.
Is going to be Hunger Games.
Okay.
Great series. Books were phenomenal. Movies are they're okay.
See, that just astonishes me. I know there's a series you're going to leave off this list.
I probably am.
It's the first one that I typed.
Well, see, and
No,
I thought,
'cause you know-
well, I guess I was holding it back because I can't just.
That's fine.
Harry Potter's my number 1 of all time.
Well, and that's your number. That'll be your number 1.
Yeah.
We already even said.
Yeah.
Josh gave away his
Can I
number
have
1
like
too.
Can I have like a 1.5?
No.
I can't have a 1.5.
You blew it. You blew your load.
That's. I hate when that happens.
Well, is that a regular occurrence in
No,
the Eggert household?
It's not.
I mean, I guess you could bump Gone Girl if you wanted, but
I could get rid of Gone Girl.
Or How to
But
Train
anyway,
Your Dragon.
Hunger Games. If you haven't seen it, it's a great series. The third
Third
book,
3.5.
Yeah, is getting ready to come out in September.
The third book and a half is
Yeah.
which is just the last one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Just to finally kill the series.
yeah, this one's all like.
That's what got Jennifer Lawrence on the map too.
Yeah, and I really hate. I understand they broke up the last Harry Potter book because they needed to.
Mm.
The third Hunger Games, I don't think they needed to.
Well, she literally shot one arrow the entire movie,
yeah,
and it's at the end.
yeah.
They
shoot that plane
straight
down.
up say, yeah, this is the only arrow that was shot.
Yeah,
One.
So, yeah, it was the third book is like a big book as far as like what happens, but they didn't need to make it 2 movies.
No.
They made it 2 movies to make twice the profit.
And see, that's Jennifer Lawrence now. Like, she's starting to move up on my crush list because of the way she is.
And she's
her
like,
coolness
yeah,
level, I think, is
she
does that.
She apparently, I haven't met her, so I don't know if it's true or not, but rumor is it she's pretty cool.
Yeah,
like
so that's why she's starting to move up my list there because, and my wife gave me crap for it because I told her I was like I kind of like her. She's okay, and I used to tell her though because I didn't care for her from the Hunger Games.
Yeah,
and I was like I just don't care. But then she started doing stuff like X-Men and just started acting a lot more cool, especially in the media and stuff.
Yeah,
so
like she doesn't care.
her coolness
Like,
level
yeah.
really has bumped up. So she's climbing the ladder. She's up there now. So, all right. So Josh's number 2 is Hunger Games. So for my number 2, it's going to be the Lord of the Rings series, which, in my opinion, sponsored. It spawned a lot of the series we have now.
Yeah,
Like in my, I would say I'd go as far as to say Game of Thrones. He got a lot of those ideas from Lord of the Rings.
Very loosely based on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, because you have a lot of the same type of stuff: dragons, mountains, cold, dwarves. Well, kind of
multiple stories.
Yeah, stories that branched off, stories that come together. So, all right, Josh, we need a sound effect here, like wah. Number 1.
Number 1. You already know it's Harry Potter.
So Josh, this is Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's my number 1 book series. Probably my number 1 series in general.
Now, I'll give you an honorable mention if they.
Honorable mention, 1.5.
No, that makes it technically 6. It's your honorable mention.
Oh, that's fine. I'll take it. Lord of the Rings is high on my list as well. I just didn't plot this live list out very well.
That's why I said it would be a lot more. Man,
I'm sitting here thinking, like, I can't believe how many times have I seen Lord of the Rings and it's not on my list.
Like I said, do you want to bump Gone Girl to your honorable mention?
Yes, Gone Girl will be my honorable mention.
Okay, so we're gonna change the list up just a hair. And Josh, what do you want Lord of the Rings in?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Oh man, you just messed the whole list up.
I know. It doesn't matter.
I'm trying to
it's
type
the top
it here.
5. There's not like okay. Anyway, but
all right, so Josh's rankings now are Harry Potter number 1, Lord of the Rings number 2, Hunger Games number 3, Maze Runner number 4, and How to Train Your Dragon is 5.
Yep.
And your honorable mention?
Honorable mention, Gone Girl.
All right. So, all right, there's Josh's top 5.
And an honorable mention.
Yeah, and 5 and
5 and a quarter.
5 and a nod. I think you know my number 1.
After seeing the list you made, yes. Especially since it's the second one on your list.
It is. My number 1 is one of my favorite movies of all time, Fight Club. Tyler Durden. And I love throwing this one out there. All right, let's see if I think I've already asked you before, so I don't think it'll stump you. What is Edward Norton's character's name? Because I was one of the only people to ever catch it out of the people I was with.
I honestly don't know.
Because he doesn't have one.
Oh, snap.
Because it's always,
I think you did.
I am, like, he never says a name.
Yeah.
He doesn't have one. He is Tyler Durden.
Yeah.
And Tyler Durden is him. Spoiler, sorry.
Yeah.
If you've never seen Fight Club,
which, if you've
you've
never
been
seen Fight
missing
Club,
out.
just stop listening to our podcast.
Because you don't watch movies. Which maybe that's why he started. Watch Fight Club.
Yeah, it's great.
You need
It
to
is
watch
so
Fight
good.
Club.
It's so good.
Oh, that makes a new
I haven't
list.
seen Fight Club in a long time.
That means there's a new list we can do too. Top 5 twist, like plot twist.
Oh, that would be a good one. That
There's
would be
a lot
a
of
good
good
one.
ones
There's
on that.
so many.
Saw. Ooh. The first one. Oh, we'll just do the first
We'll just
one.
call that one spoiler because that would be a very good.
The spoiler episode.
Yeah, the spoiler.
So yeah, my top one is Fight Club, which Brad Pitt, Edward Norton. Edward Norton is an insomniac businessman who
Was that one of Edward Norton's like breakout? I can't really think of him in.
he did
very
that
many before.
right. Well, he did that right before American History X, I think.
Yeah, and
He's done several, but I think that was one of his
History
earlier.
X is a
That's a
rough
yeah.
movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
What
It's funny that you brought that up. I just watched Terminator 2 today.
with Edward Furlong. That's the guy's name.
Yeah,
that you're gonna say.
The kid.
Yeah,
And I was like, man, what?
I met him.
Have you?
I ran into. All right, there's a funny story
you
to
ran
that.
into him.
I was at Dragon Con in Atlanta. It's a 4-day convention over Labor Day.
Yeah.
It was like 2 a.m, and technically the con is open 24 hours because they always have something like from the hours of like 2 to 6 a.m. or something. There's a rave, and so before my wife went, and before we even started dating, I would always just go to them because it was fun. Like you would just go and they'd have it like live DJs. I would sleep like 2 hours a night there just because you don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
It was like 2 a.m, and I want to say that I wasn't old enough to drink yet, so I was just there. Like I was just up having a good time. I went into a bar to get a drink or a sandwich or something, and sure enough, there was a guy standing right in front of me in line, and I was like, "Man, this guy looks familiar." And I sat there, and I was like, "Hey, I got a question for you." And he turned around, and he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "You're Edward Furlong, right? You're the guy from Terminator and American History X." He's like, "No, that ain't me." I was like, "You sure?"
Are you sure?
Yeah, which stupid ass question is that? Are you sure you're not that guy? I was like, are you sure? He's like, no, that ain't me. I get that a lot though. I was like, man, this is kind of weird. Okay, you look a lot like him though. He just kind of, yeah, okay, all right, and then walked off. And so I just went about my business. And I remember because he had a little bit different haircut and stuff, and so that's what made me kind of questionable about it. Well, the next day, I went through Celebrity Hall, which is like all the celebrities have a booth there that you can go up to and get autographs and stuff and meet them. And I walked up, I was like, son of a bitch. I saw him sitting right there.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it. I walked up, I was like, I knew it was you. And he just kind of, yeah. Like, he gave me the yeah, haha, it was me. So, that was just kind of weird.
Yeah, I think if I was a celebrity and people came up to me, I think I did that
Well,
too.
and I wasn't going to bug him. I was just like, you're that guy, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to say...
I wonder if he was trying to just, like, see if he could
yeah.
get away with it. No!
Yeah, he hasn't done very much since
He hasn't.
Terminator. He's still riding the Terminator train.
Well, I think American History X might have been. He rode that from
More.
Terminator.
Yeah.
I think he rode Terminator onto that.
Yeah, they said Terminator come out before American History X?
I think it did.
Yeah.
Because Terminator 2 was in like 92 or 3. It was early, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty
And
early.
then American History X
You
was
can tell.
like 99.
The bad guy in Terminator 2,
He's old.
he's old as crap
He's in
now.
a lot of, now he's in a lot of like straight to DVD stuff too.
Yeah, he's he's in the Scorpion, that CBS series about the geniuses. It's a really good show, actually. He plays like the handler, the CIA like leader, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, so that going back to that concludes my list.
Took a weird tangent there.
My number 1, Fight Club. Number 2, Lord of the Rings. 3, Jurassic Park. 4, Harry Potter. 5, No Country for Old Men. I guess my honorable mention.
Jaws.
Yeah, it was going to be between either Jaws or The Godfather.
Yeah,
I love those movies. So that was kind of our idea of something new to do. Just a top 5 list, kind of something to do every week.